In our headlines for this evening, locally, Small Enterprise Development Unit assists leathercraft workers in expanding their skills, and preparations underway for NTA's hosting of second Mango Festival. The details are straight ahead. Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Tuesday, May 12th, 2015. I am your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Small Enterprise Development Unit, through sponsorship from the Caribbean Development Bank's small business arm, Caribbean Technological Consultancy Services, yesterday launched a workshop to assist leathercraft workers in expanding their skills. The workshop on intermediate leathercraft for arts and craft producers in St. Kitts and Nevis is the second phase of the training, the first having been sponsored by the Organization of American States.
The craft sector is one of those sectors we believe that can provide great economic benefits to those involved in it, as well as benefits for the whole country. The craft sector is especially beneficial to the tourism industry, as many of you, the products that you sell are purchased by the tourists when they come to our island. And in such, we want you to be able to produce items that offer that unique, high quality of souvenirs that people can take, that tourists can take back, that gives them that fond memory of their visit to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Catherine Forbes is the director of the Small Enterprise Development Unit. The training of the Federation's artisans and craftsmen is of great significance, considering that St. Kitts and Nevis's economy hinges on tourism, so noted Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Carl Williams.
People travel for various reasons, and whether one is a business or pleasure traveler, there is always the inner desire to purchase souvenirs of a particular place, be it for gifts or nostalgia. It is therefore important for our craftsmen to always strive to provide the best possible products, and exposure to quality training is one way of ensuring this. In addition to manufacturing of the high quality products, a great level of creativity must be employed if goals other than customer satisfaction are to be met. One must ensure, therefore, that whatever is produced in St. Kitts and Nevis must possess a character distinctive to the Federation, thus ensuring a high demand for our products.
Permanent Secretary Colin Dorr said the workshop demonstrates the commitment of the Ministry of Finance to the development of small businesses as an integral part of the development of the economy.
Working with leather is not anything new. It has become a dying art form in St. Kitts and Nevis, and I'm quite happy that efforts are now being made, and I want to say thanks to CDB and CTCS for putting the emphasis in that area and bringing it back on the forefront, so that we can move forward again using the same skill level that our forefathers used to use. And this is my hope that over the next 10 days, you'll gather all the information you need, and that at some exhibition in the future, whether it's Culturama or, as a matter of fact, maybe a small business exhibition we will have to bring off later in the year, I can see some of the products coming out of this workshop.
The workshop is being facilitated by Amica Antrobus, who has done extensive training in leathercraft for the Caribbean Development Bank. The Nevis Tourism Authority is pressing ahead with its plan to reduce and or eliminate the closed season on Nevis. A number of activities have so far taken place, such as the Nevis Blues Festival, the Cross Channel Swim, and the Booby Island Regatta and Sailing Festival. Coming up shortly will be the second edition of the Mango Festival, which tourism officials expect to be bigger and better than last year. The Nevis Tourism Authority's Chief Executive Officer, Greg Phillip, explains.
It's going to run for the entire month of July. It's going to begin in early July with the first celebrity chef. We anticipate that will be a chef out of Texas. And then after that, it runs into the 10th, which would be the Mango Madness Street Fair. We're hoping to close off the roads here in Charlestown, in the middle of town like we did last year, and truly have it be an event where it's an opportunity to come out and experience everything that there is mango on Nevis. It's truly our sweetest resource, and the Mango and Food Festival is just that, an opportunity for us to celebrate mango and Nevis's association with this excellent fruit that we have here in such abundance.
It is anticipated that most of the restaurants and hotels would participate in this activity along with other relevant partners.
Also with the chef demonstrations, the agriculture department is also involved doing the things that they did last year, grafting clinics, and also the agro processors would be involved, selling all the things that they make from mangoes. It's truly this time going to involve a lot of the tourists on the island. It's an opportunity for us to really mingle together and just let Nevis be what Nevis truly is, a very intimate and genuine destination.
The Mango Festival will also incorporate the first St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week, which will take place from July 16th to 26th, with participating restaurants offering special menus at discounted rates.
There'll be special menus with some of the restaurants, and we'll publish those restaurants as soon as we have that finalized between that 16th and the 26th. And those restaurants would have very specific menus, and all it is, it's really an opportunity for people here locally who possibly never thought about going to some restaurants on the island to eat, to just decide, yeah, it's an opportunity for me to go out and enjoy food at a specific restaurant that I may not have gone to before at a reduced price.
The activity for the month also provides an opportunity for the residents of Nevis to interact more with tourists, as it is believed that one of our greatest assets is the charm and friendliness of our people. Credit unions which operate within the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union (ECCU) will not be affected by the new banking bill which is being passed in the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank (ECCB) member countries. The ECCB Monetary Council at its 81st meeting held on February 24th agreed to the passage of a new banking bill in the 8 ECCB member countries. The implementation of the proposed banking bill was viewed as an urgent requirement to address the issues affecting the ECCU banking sector and to maintain the integrity and stability of the system. The bill also provides for greater protection of depositors. The proposed banking bill provides for the regulation of banking business, which is defined as the business of receiving funds through the acceptance of monetary deposits which are repayable on demand or after notice or any similar operation, the frequent sale or placement of bonds, certificates, notes, or other securities, and the use of such funds either in whole or in part for extensions of credit or investment for the account and at the risk of the person doing such business, or any other activity recognized by the central bank as banking practice, and which a licensed financial institution may additionally be authorized to do. Credit unions conduct business of a financial nature, but they do not conduct banking business and are therefore not regulated by the ECCB under the existing Banking Act and will not be regulated under the proposed banking bill. Credit unions are regulated by the single regulatory units in individual ECCU countries under the Cooperative Societies Act. Coming up after the break, the Department of Youth invites applications for CARICOM Youth Ambassador positions. Stay tuned.
Fet and Fun, Culturama 41.
Welcome back. Forms are now available at the Department of Youth and Sports for persons 18 to 28 years old to apply for the CARICOM Youth Ambassadors positions. The CARICOM Youth Ambassadors program seeks to promote youth involvement in decision-making on issues that affect young people.
The available positions right now are female, CARICOM Youth Ambassador female, CARICOM Youth Ambassador male, and CARICOM Youth Ambassador female alternate. Upon completing the application form, the applicant will be expected to provide 2 passport-sized photos. The form, some of the questions on the form include basic information or background demographic information, as well as any membership in organizations on the island or regionally, or if you went to college and you participated in organizations there, we'd like to know about that. Your leadership activities, community service, your academic and educational history, your occupational history, so where you worked and what you did, what the duties of that job were, as well as your exposure to media, interviews, anything along that line that will help your application and help you to go forward.
Zanella Claxton is the coordinator of youth development. She outlined what will be required of the persons who are selected to fill the positions.
They will have to promote the Federation and represent the Federation at CARICOM functions as well as other functions which may take place throughout the region and internationally. So we are looking for people who have a passion for promoting youth issues and making sure that those issues are addressed, as well as people who are comfortable speaking, doing public speaking activities, and ensuring that the voices of our young people are heard. As you know, Miss Sonia Body is our outgoing CARICOM Youth Ambassador female, and so her term will end in a few months and the application process will seek to fill that position.
The application deadline is Friday, June 12, 2015. Application forms can be collected from the Department of Youth and Sports on Nevis or the Department of Youth Empowerment on St. Kitts. Applicants are required to be interviewed by 2 panels before the final selections are made. An exhibition featuring national hero and first premier of Nevis, Sir Dr. Simeon Daniel, who originated from Bands Gut, will be one of several activities put on tomorrow as the Bands Gut Community Centre hosts its Open Day. The series of Open Days form part of activities being held by the Department of Community Development in observance of Community Development Month in May. On last week's edition of NTV's The Social Development Outlook, Centre Manager Alexa Lawrence outlined what else is in store.
We'll be showcasing a few of the things that breakfast can do. Or you can do it breakfast.
So it won't be the big thing that you had last time. You're still going to have like a mini breadfruit.
A mini breakfast. We are hoping to showcase some of the things that were used in long time days. The old sewing machine, the old beds that they used to use, a couple of stuff we're going to be getting from the people in the community. Everyone in the community and surrounding areas are invited to come to share with us what we have to offer. I can promise you it will be exciting and you will be seeing things that you forgot used to exist, which is why we are showing it on that day. So you can remember what the long-time days used to be like.
Meantime, Thursday, May 14th, we'll see the Franklin Brown Community Centre hosting its Open Day. Greta Jeffers is the centre manager.
We would be showcasing most of the activities that goes on around in the community, along with what goes on at the centre itself, and it's an occasion you don't want to miss. So come on out on the 14th of May to the Franklin Brown Community Centre. Capitalize on a lot of information that you don't know that goes on there, so make sure you are there.
The focus will shift to the Brown Hill Community Centre on Friday, May 15th, as the department rounds out its open days for this week.
On that day, we will be
showcasing the fishermen of the past, and also we'll be having bios of those who we could get on display, and we'll also be having some of the past fishermen come in, past and present, to talk to us and talk to the persons who would be visiting the center on that day. Also on that day, we'll be having some items for sampling, like
Fried fish, I hope.
yes, items made with fish products for persons who visit the center on that day to sample. We'll be also showcasing some of the equipment and items used by fishermen to do this. I'm inviting all of you to come out and see what we have to offer.
Community Development Officer for the St. John's Parish, Malva Rollins. The Department of Community Development's first Community Development Month is being observed under the theme, Our Community, Our Commitment, Our Concern. That's it for tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. Good night.